the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Go now. 8, read.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go. You go tight.
5.
Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Broncos.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. Go.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Roll out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. 51 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hey, echo!
51. Here we go, D.
My turn!
Defense all day, all day. 51 to Mike.
My turn!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He can run for it. Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
We go! 30 base. Leo!
No.
Hey! Wahoo!
He's crossing. He's checking crowd.
Yep. Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to work his way down to the 16. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Down. 10 logo. X3. 218. Chop. Ready.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here we go.
Here's Mayfield. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Set. 180.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a big shot.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second and 9 now. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ready, ready.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come on, the ball.
Protein spill.
Check 99. Check 99. Hey.
Rock it, rock it.
24. Shift.
Hey, lock it.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Check Mike 33. I'm going to come back to you. Mike, check 33. 33. Tackle.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now Mayfield. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Real.
Check it backer, check it backer.
Mayfield down. Dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
He was brought down by Shaq Barrett. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Pistol.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Good. 180.
53. Rip right.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check 24, check 24.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now they try the right side here. They find some open field here. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Ready? 8, read.
Mike, let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill.
Ready?
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
53 is the mic. Check back, check back. Spawns, spawns, spawns. No, no, no.
Greystone, travel.
Switch gears, switch gears.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. To throw, Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
An 11-yard loss on the play.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
King. Regular.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go,
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Landry now on the return. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
At the 29-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield going deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
52 survive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Zipper.
Switch. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Hey.
Push him back. Mike 52.
Hey, zoom.
2nd and 10. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Here we go.
Mayfield on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Come on, boy.
Back to throw here. And he's got the hook up to Landry. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 51.
Hurry.
Hey, let's go. Let's call the crowd. Check Mike.
Pistol.
51, Mike. Mike 51, all day.
Real. Back.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
Hurry!
Check 52. Hey, Mike 51, all day.
Alert! Done!
51's the Mike.
My turn!
Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Landry, the intended target.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Set up. 10 logo. Blue draw quarters.
Slam.
Hey, orbit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Check 52.
Get it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop the throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, alert 33. Hurry.
51. Let's go, baby. They turn it up. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Real.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Hey, high 7.
We're taking wins home.
Mayfield gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Hey, I'm 133.
They still playing solid.
First and
Y'all
10 at the
King.
14.
Undercut. I got you.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second and 6 at the Broncos 10.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he lost the football. And I think the offense is going to keep possession. Yes, they are. But they're backed up now at their own 2-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They'll run it with Johnson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 3.
Go on.
Now a handoff looking right. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
132 fighter.
They go to Johnson again. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
And the Broncos first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up.
General West.
Kill. Out. Bang.
Leo.
Check it out, Reed.
Snap.
Freeman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left.
At the 31-yard line.
Come on.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 13. Kill.
Squeeze. Shoot.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Check 180. Check 53.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Watch the out.
Hit it.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Ready?
33. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all...